So we showed you St. Pete Beach, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater Beach. Now it's time to show you what's in between.
Welcome to Madeira Bch.
Let's sail away. Let's pretend we're born again. Whoa. It's a good day to begin.
This French peasant had no intention of being a pirate. In fact, he was kind of forced into it, as 12 years previously, he was given the choice after his ship was ambushed of death or join the pirate crew. By 1848, pirate Jean Levique had worked his way to captain, and while sailing back to Florida from New Orleans after a hurricane, he and his shipmate Joseph Silva discovered an inlet created by that hurricane. John's Pass would be named after him and become a popular fishing village. And this is the fourth of our 4 video series of Pinellas County beaches. We take you to John's Pass Village and Boardwalk on Madeira Bch, which provides a variety of boat tours that we will take you on, one of which you still might find Pirate John sailing the waters of Boca Ciega Bay. We'll take a dolphin tour on a shark boat, and a sunset tour with Hubbard's Marina, giving a beer to Paddle Cowboy. We'll hop on a jet ski tour, parasail with Eagle Parasailing, play a round of golf at Smuggler's Cove. We'll go to the widest beach on Florida's Suncoast, Treasure Island, ride the boardwalk, show 2 really happening beach tiki bars, water slides, and where you can kind of do your own thing in a drum circle. Traveling up the coast, we show all the public beach access points, give info on loungers, umbrellas, and parking. North of Madeira Beach, we'll show Redington Bch, Redington Shores, and the many quaint little eateries and coffee shops. On the mainland side of Boca Ciega Bay, in Seminole, we'll hop on the Pinellas Trail, show a campground with cabins, explore the nature of Boca Ciega Millennium Park, with an observation tower and the longest boardwalk in the region. Then back to the coast at Indian Shores with another nice beach. Further up the coast to the laid-back Indian Rocks Bch with a water park. And we'll end in Belleair Bch, just 3 miles south of Clearwater Beach. Bailey will show you 3 dog parks, and we'll show many options for lodging, from luxury vacation rentals to dog-friendly motels. It's time to dip into the waters of Florida's Sun Coast. So join us. I think it's going to make you feel so good. It's sunrise over John's Pass. The pass, created by that 1848 hurricane, now separates Treasure Island with Madeira Bch, gorgeous Boca Ciega Bay. We'll come back here in a bit. I start my day where our St. Pete Beach video led off, on the 5th floor balcony of a condo on the northern part of St. Pete Beach at Calm Ocean Shores Vacation Rental. We showed the outside in our St. Pete Beach video, but now want to bring you inside. There's 2 2-bedroom and 2-bathroom condos, one on the 3rd floor and one on the 5th floor. Both corner units fully stocked kitchen and open dining and living areas. Just an ideal location for your Suncoast getaway. Walking distance to lots of good eateries. I'd say the second best view of St. Pete Beach. You are a scenic 1-mile beach walk to the best view of St. Pete Beach at the Spinners or Level 11 Bistro at the Bellwether Resort. And you are right next to Upland Beach with jetties located in front of the condo. Also just 3/10 of a mile to about 5 waterside eateries on Blind Pass like Woody's or the Toasted Monkey with elevated seating, sports on TV. Also Bowie's Waterfront Bar and Grill. These shots taken from the Hubbard's Marina Sunset Tour that we'll show you later. And Calm Ocean is just a half-mile from the Corey Avenue shopping district, where I'm having an omelet at La Crozette. Grove Coffee is right across the street that we showed in that St. Pete Beach video. Don't think about it, Bailey. So Blind Pass separates St. Pete Beach with Treasure Island. This peninsula to the left is the Sunset Beach part of Treasure Island. There's a couple of public parking areas. First, the Sunset Beach Pavilion here, $3 an hour weekdays, $3.25 on weekends. And also there's the ring-billed Gull parking lot, $3.75 an hour through the Park mobile app. This part of Treasure Island tends to be less crowded. You have nice trees along the beach, a little like Anna Maria Island. Further up Sunset Beach is Caddy's Treasure Island, with burgers and seafood, and beach loungers to enjoy your food, as well as an elevated deck overlooking the Gulf. At the Blind Pass Bridge is Blind Pass boat and jet ski rental. While there's several jet ski companies at Johns Pass you can try, I like Blind Pass Jet Ski for several reasons. One, there's convenient free parking, whereas the jet ski companies at Johns Pass, you'll have to pay for parking. There's also the Hippie Shack eatery here, good to eat at before or after your tour. Or across the road is Shrimpy's Waterfront Restaurant with Cajun and Creole dishes. These jet skis are great, with very large storage compartments, also tie-down clips to put a large cooler on the back. You can rent the jet skis for $125 an hour. I'm doing a 2-hour tour, which is $200. They do the tours at 10 a.m. or 2 p.m. every day. I like the route of this tour. It takes you up Blind Pass to the Treasure Island Causeway. After passing by some of the nice homes along Treasure Island, we head south to St. Pete Beach towards the Pinellas Bayway, then under the Delgado Memorial Bridge, past the Blvd Bridge, and out into some of the nature areas that we showed in our St. Petersburg video. We travel under the Fort DeSoto Bridge and into Bunce's Pass, and around Fort DeSoto State Park, and we stop at Outback Key. One of our guides shows us the difference between a dead and a live sand dollar. Our other guide cuts open a coconut. Then a quick trip through Shell Key and back up the Gulf. With the waves, it makes it a little more of a wild ride, but fun. We head back into Blind Pass. You certainly, during some time in your Suncoast getaway, have to get out on a jet ski. It's so exhilarating. Moving across the Blind Pass Bridge is Sea Dog Brewing, with a boat dock and elevated patio. On the other side of the road is the Taco Bus. This is an excellent counter-serve eatery. Because of its location, it tends to be not very busy, and the food is great. Price is reasonable. The taco salad is very filling, and good Mexican corn. We now move north from Blind Pass. Treasure Island is the fastest growing area in tourism of the region. The beach is very wide at this point, so lots of room to enjoy the white sands of the Gulf. Although one of the issues here is there's no parking garages, only parking lots, so parking is a premium. The city lots are $3.75 an hour, but those lots get filled up quickly on weekends. So you are often forced to park in the private lots, which can be as high as $25 for 2 hours on a weekend. As far as the public beach lots, other than the ones we showed on Sunset Beach we mentioned earlier, you really only have 2. One is here at the south end of the boardwalk, where the water slides are at. You pay through the Parkopedia app. This is across the street from a Publix grocery store, which, by the way, is a great way to save money on expensive restaurants. They have a lot of prepared foods, and these fruit and melon bowls, which is a great way to stay cool on a hot beach day. This is also where the weekly drum circle is at. We'll show it in a bit, but I want to take you along the boardwalk first. These water slides are run by Big Event Slides. You can pay by the ride or get a $38 all-day wristband. Also a bungee trampoline, $17 for 5 minutes. There's an ADA crossover here that gets you about 2/3 of the way to the water. These loungers here you can rent with Taylor's Beach Service. It's $40 for 2 loungers and an umbrella, or rent a cabana for $20 for 2 hours, or $40 for the day. They also have kayak and paddle boards for $20 an hour. And you also have the self-service paddle rental you can try. The boardwalk is about a mile long and it's fairly wide. A big advantage of Treasure Island, something that St. Pete Beach really needs. Let's show you some of the resorts here. There's the Page Terrace Beachfront Hotel. Next to that, at the Belleair, is Sloppy Joe's. This is the same Sloppy Joe's we showed in our Key West video. So this has a Key West flavor to it, with beachfront dining and live music. Also, want to mention across the street from the Belleair is Ricky T's Bar and Grill. This place is really hopping in the evenings on weekends with live music. One of the most popular bars on Treasure Island. At the center of Treasure Island, where the causeway ends at, is the Thunderbird Resort. It is here where the Iki Woo Woo Beachside Bar is located at. Lately, this has become very lively on weekends, as they have beefed up their entertainment with some top-level bands. On this day, the Stormbringer Band was providing good vibes, one of Tampa Bay's best bands. Everyone feeling good. Ran into subscribers Connie and Keith who work at the Thunderbird.
Yeah, we came in 2015 to Treasure Island, fell in love.
Yeah.
Love it to death. We both work on the Gulf of Mexico.
Moving a quarter of a mile north of the Thunderbird is the other public parking area, the St. Petersburg Treasure Island Municipal Beach Lot. Parking here is slightly cheaper at $2 an hour. Across the street is the Treasure Bay Resort and Marina on the bay side. And further up the boardwalk on the beach side is the South Beach Condo Hotel. Dogs are not allowed on the beaches of Pinellas County, and so far the resorts I've mentioned are not dog friendly. But across the street from the South Beach Hotel is the Bayside Inn and Marina, and they are dog friendly with a $50 per night pet fee. Also, the Ocean Club Hotel, which you can book on Expedia, has an off-leash area for dogs. And there's the Tropic Terrace, although not pet friendly. You can book on Verbal, which is near the north end of the boardwalk. Now back to near the water slides, to the Treasure Island Drum Circle. This happens every Sunday around 3 p.m. to just after sunset, across from the Publix at 104th Street, just south of the Belleair. Drumming induces deep relaxation, lowers blood pressure, and reduces stress. Sounds good to me. How about you? There's all ages, all races, and no politics. It's just people uniting and enjoying life. Everybody's so friendly, so good to see. At the end, everyone forms a circle holding hands, reaffirming to go forth in love.
We're all one family. Yes.
We arrived back at Johns Pass, created by that great gale of 1848, which was a Cat 4 hurricane that made landfall in the mouth of Tampa Bay, rearranging this shoreline and creating this new entrance into Boca Ciega Bay. On the Treasure Island side, across from the village, is Krabby's on the Pass. This restaurant gives you a nice waterside view of the village boardwalk across the waterway, and you have free parking here. On the Madeira Bch side of the pass, the Gulf side of the bridge, is Johns Pass Park with the beach parking lot. It's $6 for 2 hours, payable through Parkopedia app. Good fishing along the walkable jetty. Anglers here can catch red snapper, grouper, hogfish, and amberjack. And several fishing charters you can take to get deeper into the Gulf. Provide some of the best fishing in the world, making Johns Pass a fishing mecca. Back across the bridge, on the Treasure Island side of the pass, is another walkable jetty. There's no parking here other than a handful of spots, but you can easily walk across the bridge. Alright, let's take you into Johns Pass Village and Boardwalk. For parking, there's the central lot as you pull in on 129th Avenue, and there's a welcome center here to get info. There's also a parking garage across from Bubble Gump Shrimp, and parking along the streets. All parking is $6 for 2 hours, $20 for all day. There are some private parking lots that will get you even closer to the boardwalk, but they are quite expensive, $20 for 2 hours. After Jean Levique discovered the pass, it grew into a sleeping fishing village, and now a top attraction of Pinellas County with food, drinks, and fun on the water. Today, you'll find Pirate John yelling at the tourists gathering on the boardwalk as the Royal Conquest makes its way out into Boca Ciega Bay. We'll join Pirate John in a bit, but first want to pick up some food and rum at the Pirates Pub and Grub on the boardwalk. Ran into subscribers Mike and Felicia from St. Louis. They were having shrimp tacos, gator bites, conch fritters, and I'm having some grilled cod tacos.
Where's me rum?
And some rum. I thought the food and service was great, reasonably priced. There's Pirate Days, a 3-day festival honoring the pirate who discovered the pass. This year happens in November, but you can experience some of that any time of the year on the Royal Conquest pirate ship. It is $42 for adults, $32 for kids 3 to 20, and $12 for 2 and under. Some pirate ships are just geared for children and some for adults. This is a good balance of both. There's lots of activities for the kids with face painting, water gun fights. But it's also good for adults too with dancing and free beer and wine. Good sightseeing as it sails up to the Tom Stewart Causeway and back down Boca Ciega Bay. Can you guess what state this family's from?
Go back, go! 3, 2, fire in the hole!
The best way to see dolphins in Madeira Bch is on a shark boat.
There be hungry sharks in these waters just waiting for the next tourist to fall overboard. Wouldn't want to lose a limb now, would you, Chief? If any of you happen to fall overboard, a life ring is located in the crew area. We'll toss it out to you and pull you back aboard the boat before the sharks start nipping at you.
Due to its size and speed, it tends to create the perfect wakes for dolphins to play in. A tip, you always want to be in the back of the boat. On this tour, we also saw rays. This is a cow ray, and some nice mansions on the bay. This is War Veterans Memorial Park in Seminole. We'll show you more of later. For a 1-hour tour, it is $28 for adults and $17 for kids 3 to 20. Infants 2 and under, $10. Sunshine Scenic Tours also has the Dolphin Quest, a 90-minute eco tour and sunset cruise, which is $29 for adults, $19 for kids 3 to 20, and $10 infants 2 and under.
Ready for takeoff.
For parasailing, there's Eagle Parasail. It is $79 per flyer, or $25 for an observer. It's a 45 to 60 minute trip. You get about 10 to 12 minutes in the air.
We let out 1,000 feet of line, and at your highest point, you're about 350 to 400 feet off the surface of the water.
Now it's time to land.
30 seconds until touchdown.
We are on final approach. How copy? Over.
Landing gear now down and locked.
They give you a choice if you want to dip into the ocean and how much you want to get wet. This is Maya, an Army vet, and Erica, visiting from Indiana. They got really wet.
Mayor 913, this is Tower. You're cleared to land.
Alright, let's show you around the boardwalk and village. Note, you can also get some good info at johnspassvillage.net. This boardwalk stretches for quite a distance, all the way to the bridge. The iconic lighthouse here is the Friendly Fisherman, with fresh seafood, just shucked oysters, and tropical cocktails in a nautical-themed dining room. If you are a fisherman, you can have your own catch fired up to eat. Underneath the main boardwalk is caddies with a deck right on the water, where you can sometimes see dolphins while you are dining. They also have a large open-air covered dining area with TVs. Next to Caddy's is Scully's, with an island-themed large deck on the boardwalk. At the end of the boardwalk near the bridge is the Bubblegum Shrimp Company, with a second and third floor deck above the boardwalk. Gives you a great view of the pass. And on the other end is the Boardwalk Grill, where you can get lobster rolls, fresh groupers, tacos, and Philly cheesesteaks. And there's a Frabata's, an Italian cafe bar. And not on the boardwalk, but a longtime favorite for some of the best pizza, is DeLosa's Pizzeria. Across the street is the Core Family Custard, to cool off on a hot day. There's over 100 merchants in the village with a variety of foods, specialty shops, and an arcade. At Beach Fun and Games. At the end of Village Boulevard is the lively Bamboo Beach Bar with a Tiki-style patio area with live music. Or you can experience a floating beach bar with Florida Tiki Tours. They have both a smaller octagon tiki boat and a bigger party tiki boat you see here. It's $40 for a 90-minute public cruise. Or charter the boat, $640 for up to 18 people. And I also want to mention the Calypso Queen with dinner cruises. We showed them in our Clearwater Beach video. And now for our final boat tour with Hubbard's Marina. This wasn't a planned boat tour, but while I was doing a live video, someone who knew the captain commented, "If you go down to Hubbard's, they'll let you on their sunset tour." So I made it just in time, and so glad I did. Hubbard's is the same company that does the Shell Key Shuttle we showed in the St. Petersburg video. We've already showed you some of the footage earlier, as it goes down through Blind Pass and up Sunset Beach. It is $35 for those 3 and up, no charge for infants 2 and below. Beer and wine complimentary, making it a very lively cruise. New York might have the naked cowboy, but we have cowboy paddleboarder, whom they regularly see on the waters. So bartender Brandy here hands him a beer. In the middle of Boca Ciega Bay is Eleanor Island with a popular party sandbar for boaters. Coastal Cruises that we showed in the St. Pete video has a cruise to this sandbar. The other island to the right is Little Bird Key. We now head to the mainland side of Boca Ciega Bay, where the Pinellas Trail runs through. This trail runs for 45 miles, beginning in downtown St. Pete, ending in Tarpon Springs, which we showed in that video as well as the Dunedin video. In this area, you can park on the side of the Target store on the corner of Alternate 19 and Park Street. This is a long, uninterrupted paved trail, crossing over busy intersections and into some of the nice scenic areas of Pinellas County. Here, it runs across the Little Bayou Footbridge and heads into Seminole, Florida. Way off in the distance, there's Johns Pass. On the opposite side of Alternate 19 is the Dock Ford's Run Bar with a great view of the bay, looking towards Johns Pass. On the Seminole side of the footbridge, next to the mangroves of the bayou, is a KOA. As well as having full hookup 50-amp pull-through sites, there are camping cabins from basic to deluxe, and the campgrounds has 2 hot tubs, a pet-friendly play area, and kayak and paddleboard rentals. On the bay side here is the War Veterans Memorial Park in the Bay Pines part of Seminole. This is a county park, so there's no fees to enter or for parking. It features a canoe-kayak waterway. There's a public boat rent for motorized boats, which gives access to Boca Ciega Bay. Also nature trails and a boardwalk with educational information, picnic shelters, and lots of green space with monuments honoring our vets and some gorgeous trees. Now back on the coast, you can see the Bay Pines area from Madeira Beach here. Just to give you a perspective, a half-mile north of Johns Pass is Lisa's Cafe with patio seating, good for breakfast. And another half-mile up Gulf Boulevard, a mile from Johns Pass, is the Sweet Brunette Breakfast Cafe and Coffee Shop, located in a little plaza with a Skyline Resort, which, by the way, you can book on Burble. Not pet friendly though. The Sweet Brunette has both a quaint indoor dining area and also a little outdoor courtyard with picnic tables. Having a great wholesome breakfast with Belgian waffles. Another mile down is Dockside Dave's Seafood Restaurant, which some of you had recommended. And I ran into subscribers Herman and Jenny here, who ate at the Reef Bar and Grill. We arrive at the Tom Stewart Causeway, which connects the Bay Pines area with Madeira Bch. At the end of the causeway is the Ocean Sands condo with vacation rentals you can book on Airbnb. Just north of the causeway is a really good beach parking area, Archibald Beach Park. Parking is the same $3 per hour. There's 4 wooden walkovers, a covered picnic area, clean public restrooms, 2 outdoor showers, and 2 sand volleyball courts. A good-sized beach, not too far from the water, but yet still plenty of beach where it's not overly crowded. Lounger rentals available, $10 per chair and $20 for an umbrella. And there's the Snack Shack, with a decent menu of tropical drinks and seafood platters, tacos, and cheese fries. Also a nice wooded deck, with umbrellas overlooking the beach. Across the street from Archibald Park is ROC Park, where there's a dog park. A very nice, well-maintained basketball and tennis courts. On the bay is a fishing pier. And just north of ROC Park is one of 2 Smuggler's Cove adventure golfs in this region. Here you can see live alligators in an educational exhibit, where you can feed the gators using fishing poles. Smuggler's Cove has been voted Best Mini Golf in Florida 5 years in a row. It features a pirate ship, waterfalls, and caves. Reminded Bailey of her birth home of Pigeon Forge. It is $17 plus tax for adults and $15 for children 12 and under. Open 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. After Smuggler's Cove, you enter Redington Bch, which is only 1 square mile. While there's technically 5 public beach access points, there's no public beach parking lots. It is all residential and vacation homes. There's La Contessa condos with vacation rentals you can book on Vrbo. Here is one of only 2 piers between St. Pete Beach and Clearwater Beach. After Redington Bch is North Redington Bch, where the 3-story homes are replaced by high-rise condos. There's no public beach lots here either, but there are more businesses, good places to eat at, motels, hotels. No Holiday Inns though. The largest condo, the Tides Beach Club, you can book at booking.com. Across the street, there's 3 good eateries. The Conch Republic Grill, a Key West and Caribbean bar and grill. There's the dog-friendly Sweet Sage Cafe, perfect for brunch with a nice shaded patio area, and a boat-shaped tiki bar. And there's My Happy Place Deli, also dog-friendly, an island-themed eatery. All these places have great reviews, which is what makes Redington Bch popular among the locals, or for a quaint getaway. After North Redington Bch is Redington Shores, which has this larger island on Boca Ciega Bay, with multiple waterfront homes right on the bay. Here there's a little coffee shop with a real nice outdoor area on the bay side. Gypsy Souls Coffee. They have fresh baked pastries and breakfast sandwiches. Moving up Gulf Boulevard as the island becomes narrow, here there's the Seabreeze Island Grill with both indoor and outdoor waterfront dining with a patio right on the Intracoastal Waterway. You can book reservations online. Across the street is Redington Towers with the best view of this part of the coast. You can book on Vrbo. And next to that, finally a large public beach parking lot. It is $8 for 2 hours, $12 for 3 hours, payable through the Park mobile app. There are restrooms, beach showers, and a 400-foot wide beach. There are no lounger rentals that I'm aware of. Part of the beach does have large rocks, which makes it scenic, but just be careful with younger kids. There's also no cafe at the beach, But there's the friendly tavern across the street to pick up a tropical drink or a bite to eat. On the other side of the bay, from Redington Shores, back on the mainland side, is Boca Ciega Millennium Park. In Seminole, it's another county park, so no fees to enter or for parking. This has an impressive, super long boardwalk through the mangrove wetlands with pine flatwoods and coastal habitats. Very scenic. It leads to a 35-foot observation tower. There's fishing along the shoreline and a canoe launch with a mangrove tunnel. You can paddle out to Pineapple Island in the middle of Boca Ciega Bay, between Redington Shores and the park. And there's perhaps the best dog park in the area, where Bailey had a meet and greet with Marble, the Aussie Doodle, and Buster, the Golden Retriever. Plenty of shade and benches in this dog park, and restrooms close by. We now head back to the coast to Indian Shores and go along the Park Boulevard Bridge. We're going to back up a little bit here, as Indian Shores begins about a half mile south of the bridge at the Bellevue Golf Condos on the intracoastal side of Golf Boulevard. You can book this on Expedia. And across the street is where the second of two beachside piers is located, at the Sand Dollar Condos. It also has a sun deck, jacuzzi, and charcoal grills. You can book on Vrbo. Now back at the Park Avenue Bridge. On the south side is the Pinellas Fishing Pier and boat ramp. Actually, there's two fishing piers and restrooms here. On the north side of the bridge is the Town Square Nature Park, another long boardwalk through mangrove wetlands, with a pier that extends a good ways out into the bay. The coastline here gets more and more narrow as you move north. Condos line the shoreline. We are now just 8 miles south of Clearwater Beach, 6 miles north of Johns Pass. Indian Shores is known for great dining. There's the longtime favorite, the Salt Rock Grill, where you can enjoy grilled fish and steaks in an indoor booth or an outdoor deck overlooking the intracoastal waterway. A quarter of a mile north of the Salt Rock Grill is another Smuggler's Cove Adventure Golf. And another quarter of a mile is the Tiki Gardens Public Beach parking lot. Parking is $2.50 an hour through Parkopedia. It's called Tiki Gardens because this was a Polynesian theme park from the 1960s to the 80s, before the big theme parks knocked these roadside attractions out of business. Today, however, it provides access to a nice public beach. There's clean restrooms, beach showers, and cabana rentals through Beach Service West, $35 for the day. Just north of Tiki Gardens is a strip mall with some good eateries like the DJ Clam Shack or the Aloha To Go for some Hawaiian food. And a half mile north of that is Caddy's Indian Shores with both indoor and outdoor dining on the intracoastal waterway. And next door here you can rent motorized boats, bicycles, kayaks, and scooters with Island Marine Rentals. We now enter our final destination, Indian Rocks Bch. This has a more small-town, old Florida vibe to it. Several eateries at the center of the beach on Golf Boulevard. There's Slice with a big pizza menu and an open-air patio bar. And the original Krabby Bill's with an outdoor courtyard, been here for over 41 years. The biggest attraction, though, is next to the Holiday Inn, the Splash Harbor Water Park, with a variety of water slides, splash zones, and a lazy river. It is $28 for those over 48 inches and $26 for those under. And half price on Mondays, also $20 for parking. There's a snack shack and rum shack at the water park. Or, on the second floor of the Holiday Inn is Jim Iguana's for fresh seafood and steaks with live music and seating overlooking the intracoastal waterway. This Holiday Inn has a 50-slip marina that offers boat and jet ski rentals, fishing charters, and Dolphin and Sunset boat tours. There's a garden pool, hot tub, and an 18-hole mini golf in the middle of the hotel. There are a total of 18 access points to Indian Rocks Bch where you can park for free, but they are smaller lots and can fill up quickly. You can also try to find a spot along the streets. I'm going to cool off at a tropical ice cream and coffee at the corner of Gulf Boulevard and 5th Avenue, getting me some strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Being that dogs are not allowed on the beaches, I put Bailey in my Kurgle dog backpack. This backpack not only allows you to bring a dog where you otherwise could not go, but saves them excessive walking, and in places like Florida where the pavement gets hot. If the air temperature is 87, that correlates to an asphalt temperature of 143 degrees, so save your dog's paws, get a Kurgle backpack. This is the 5th Avenue Beach access. You won't find any high-rise condos here. The buildings are limited to 3 floors. Just the perfect place for people who want to experience a good beach, not overly crowded, and with lots of eateries nearby. Alright, just have a little bit more of the coastline to show you, and then a sunset on Boca Ciega Bay. While dogs aren't allowed on the beach, 3/4 of a mile north of 5th Avenue is the Indian Rocks Bch Dog Park. And there's another long nature boardwalk here. You might find blue herons or egrets among the birds. Another mile north of that is Hurricane Eddie's, with pool tables, darts, games, and plenty of TVs. And 2/10 of a mile further down is the 17th Avenue Beach access. It's $2.50 an hour, payable through the INRIX Park Me app. Across the street is the pet-friendly Sea Star Motel with a reasonable $10 per day pet fee. Between Indian Rocks Bch and Clearwater Beach is Belleair Bch. It is pretty much all residential, while there is a small public beach lot at Morgan Park with about 30 spaces and a couple of other access points. It is full of mansions and single-family homes. So if you have $1 to $4 million to spare, you might like to live here. At the Belleair Causeway, there is a very large boat ramp with lots of parking, one of the best places to put a boat in, if you are cruising along the Intracoastal Waterway around Clearwater Beach. White Knuckle Water Sports is located here for renting a jet ski. They also have jet ski tours and island excursions. The Intracoastal very wide at this point. Belleair Bch extends all the way to Sand Key, which is Clearwater Beach. You can see Clearwater Beach way in the distance here. We end this video back down the coast, near where we started. One of the best places for sunset is the Jungle Prada Pier and Boat Ramp on the mainland side of the bay. There's the Jungle Prada Bar and Grill with good drinks and ice cream. So now you know what is between St. Pete Beach and Clearwater Beach, and why so many prefer these smaller, laid-back beaches to the more faster-paced, more crowded beaches. Just another reason why the Sun Coast of Florida has so much to offer. I've listed all the places we have covered in this video in the description below, as well as some of the products used to help you plan your Sun Coast getaway. This beach wagon is very useful, not only to bring with you what you need for a day at the beach, but also moving things in and out of your hotel or vacation rental. As often, especially with the bigger resorts, you might have a little walking from the parking to your room. We are Tampa Aerial Media. We film travel promos across the USA for stock footage, or if you would like to hire us to film your city, region, resort, or travel-related business, contact us at info@tampaaerialmedia.com. Well, this wraps up our Florida videos for the spring. Although we will be posting long versions of these Suncoast videos we've done in our Florida Dreams series. But for the summer, it's time to get out of Florida. So let me know what areas of the country you would like to see over the summer. Working on doing something in Pigeon Forge area again. And want to do a new video of Charlotte, North Carolina. And also we'll be doing Blue Ridge, Georgia in the fall. So let me know what you would like to see. With so much negative news, you really have to get out. Not only experience nature, but also get around people. Even if you are alone, find places where people are friendly. Of course, church is a great place to start, but other places too. When you get out of yourself, you realize that many of us are all dealing with the same struggles. Don't let your mind focus on the negatives. So, from Florida's Sun Coast, I wish blessings to you wherever you may be.